Okay, here we go.
I can't breathe.
So you got Taylor Matthews and Melissa Ellis. My name is Melissa Ellis. I am the office manager at Matthews Lighting and Electric. When you call needing any kind of work done, I am who you talk to.
All right, so how long have you been with Matthews Lighting and Electric?
May of this year will be 2 years.
So how did you come to start working with Matthews Lighting and Electric?
I was at a job that I absolutely loved, but I just needed a change. I needed something that was more family friendly, just a change of pace. So I sent Austin and Taylor a group message one day and I said, hey, I'm going to be leaving the job that I'm at. You were my first call. I would love to come work for you. If that's not something you're looking for right now, that's okay, but I wanted to check with you first. And I guess y'all talked together and decided that I was good. I was a good fit. Yes.
How's it feel to be considered Austin's other wife? Or referred to as his wife when they call?
Everybody does think I'm his wife. They just assume that I'm the female there, so I must be the wife. I have to correct everyone all the time that says, no, that's not my husband. I get numerous calls that your husband came to my house the other day to give me a quote. I'm like, no, my boss did, but not my husband. So I try to make sure everybody knows that I'm not actually the wife. I'm just the office manager.
Okay, so how does the phone call begin when they call you?
I answer every phone call with a smile. I want every customer to know that even if they're having a terrible day with a ton of electrical issues, I want them to hear me smiling through the phone. So every phone call gets the, thank you for calling Matthews Lighting and Electric. This is Melissa. And from there, we go through whatever their problem might be. We go through the steps of what type of call it is, getting them on the calendar as soon as we can to get someone out there to take care of them, whether it be a free estimate or a troubleshooting and diagnostic call. We want to make sure we get everyone taken care of. And I want to make sure that if nothing else is going right in the moment, they know calling us was the right decision.
You're riding in a smart car, just in case nobody is aware.
Yes, the Tinker Toy.
I do remember me and Austin were on our way back from Florida, and you called because I know Austin had talked about it like for a while. Like,
I used to tease Austin all the times when he would come in to where I was working and he would sit down and write checks at the table, or he would be trying to put stuff in his calendar. I'm like, Austin, you've got to hire somebody full time that does this all for you. And he was like, yeah, just it's not the right time. It's not the right time. And so multiple times I had teased him before the thought even entered my mind of leaving the job that I was at. I had teased him that I was going to come work for him, take over everything, and get his work life organized. But that was a year before I even considered leaving where I was at. So when it came time for me to leave that job, that was just my first, I'm gonna call Austin and Taylor. And I was very nervous because it was a group of guys. I don't want there to be any weirdness. Yeah, weirdness with me going to work with a bunch of guys. Like, I talked to my husband about it and I was like, look, I'm gonna be the only female there. But I didn't want there to be any weirdness about it. So that's why I called. I think I texted y'all both in a group message first, maybe, and said, this is what I'm doing. Call me when you get a chance.
Yes.
He called me, yes. And y'all were on your way home from vacation. Yes.
I remember immediately hanging up the phones that day on our way back. And I was like, hire her immediately. Because if you know, you know. Austin was not a very organized person, and Melissa was. Try to be. So tell me about Melissa.
Melissa is me. I have been married to my husband, Ben, for 21 years. This December will be 22 years. What's your anniversary? December 14th.
Oh, my birthday's the 5th.
I always forget our anniversary. I'm not the typical wife. I always think we got married on the 12th, and my husband's like, no. I'm like, well, Don't ever worry about forgetting me. It'll be me that forgets it. We have a 21-year-old daughter who is graduating in a few months from Shorter with her master's degree to be a teacher. Woo. We have an 11-year-old daughter who has fallen in love with soccer, so she's on the soccer team at our Murchie. My husband and I both graduated from our Murchie. I swore I was leaving town and never coming back, and I did not leave the road that I grew up on.
Who's your favorite coworker?
I knew you were going to ask that. I was avoiding that question.
You can go ahead and say it. It's me on Wednesdays, every Wednesday.
Wednesdays are now my favorite because Taylor comes to work on Wednesdays. My favorite coworker is Austin because he's the boss.
Okay.
No, everybody, each employee has their own like different things that I absolutely love about them. I don't have a favorite coworker. I like this coworker because of this or that coworker because of that. So I don't have a least favorite. I don't have a favorite. I love working with each one of them because of each of their different characteristics. And that concludes our Tiny Smart Car ride along.
The Tiny Car Chronicles.
It's a clamp. I'm pulling. Not really pulling. I was about to say, you could probably drive it all the way over. Nice.
Should I do that?
Hopefully that concludes and we don't have to do it again because I don't know.
Bye.